Nickelodeon. Is that how it went?
Nickelodeon.
Don't pretend to be a Nick kid.
Hey, dude. Is that how it went?
Hey, dude.
Camp on Awana, we hold you in our hearts.
What's the eat my shorts
And when
or
I
what?
think
Oh,
about
salute
you,
your shorts.
It makes me want to fart. Hey, say it right or pay the price. I don't.
Something like that.
Something like that.
And all those kids are now on crack.
Probably.
Yeah.
Or dead.
Or in juvie. Something like that.
Juvie?
Wait.
They're not
Juvie, they're 40 now.
They're still stuck in juvie, 38 years old. Ah, kid, it's been hard in here, but I used to be on Salute Your Shorts. So, guys, welcome to Real Awkward. The best dang podcast you heard.
Yesterday.
Sure. If you listen to us, then it was the best dang podcast you heard yesterday. My name's Andy.
I'm Amanda.
I'm Ashley.
I hate editing that. You suck
was ready.
so bad because
She was ready,
I have
so
to
then she had to
match
pause.
Amanda up with us, and then all of a sudden your freaking like waveform length is all goofy, and
Keep
I'm like,
doing it,
wait, is
Ashley.
it because
Don't give
Amanda was
in.
delayed, or why is Ashley being so slow?
Don't
What
give
are you
in.
saying? Am I slow?
Yeah.
I'm slow.
Wait, what do you say? I'm slow. What was he slow? What was he slow? Listen, my friends.
Yeah.
It's a me, Mario.
You're Andy. We've been through this.
I think I could have done a better job than Chris Pratt because it's a me, a Mario. No?
You sound
You wouldn't
great.
have hired me? No?
Slightly off topic. Did you watch the SNL Pedro Pascal
Yes.
Mario Kart?
It was incredible. It was
I
great.
loved it.
It's like post-apocalyptic Mario.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was really good. I'll show you. It was really good. Okay, listen.
Okay.
So we about to do an episode here on the Real Awkward podcast called a Street Cred episode. Amanda, give it to him.
Okay, here's the deal. So a street cred is when we go through somebody's IMDb credits. We start at the
Yup.
bottom, work our way all the way to the top. Now we're
Yup.
here.
Now we're here.
We're going to shit on some movies. We're going to love some
Yup.
movies. We're going to maybe have never seen some movies.
A lot of movies.
Andy's going to relate a movie to how old he was at the time for some reason, like it matters. Andy's
what
going
it
to talk
cost, and
about
if there was a video game, or if
Yes.
there was a movie associated with it, or if I
there
lost
was
my
a-
virginity at the same time.
If there was
Correct.
a movie associated with the movie,
yes,
Yes.
which in this person's career would make sense.
Yes, that does make sense.
So get your shot glasses ready. Get your drinks ready.
Ooh. Getting
Because
drunk on a street cred
we're doing a
episode.
street cred.
And we're doing drum roll, please.
Chris Pratt.
Oh, I was like, you're reading it. Ashley, like, I have no idea what I'm doing.
I'm like looking at you both. I'm like, was I supposed to be me?
I feel like one of these episodes, maybe we should do the drinking game.
Oh, yes.
But I feel like Andy would have too much power in this situation.
Wow.
Yeah, 'cause you
I
would
can
just
hold
start-
my liquor? No.
No, you would just start saying
No.
stuff to make
You
us
would
drink.
Just start
I
asking
was just
every
like,
year.
Bling and a bling and a boong a ding and a hang and a lang and a ticka 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 doo. Like that. Was that what I do?
Exactly.
That's not what I mean.
Just like
Okay.
it.
not what I
I
mean
don't know
at
if anyone
all.
heard you because you whispered creepily, Chris Pratt.
Everyone heard me.
It is Chris Pratt.
Yeah, they clicked on the thumbnail.
I was gonna say, I hate to break it to you, buddy, but they already know what episode it is.
Should I bait and switch
There's
them one
no
day?
mystery.
We do. It's like says Chris Pratt, and they're just like, "Why is it Steve Buscemi?" Like,
They're gonna think we fucked up.
Wait, is there an April 1st episode?
yeah. Well, we should do that. Kermit the Frog here, and it's just all the Muppet movies.
That's when we should, on April 1st, regardless if it's a Tuesday or not, that's when we should record the episodes where I fucked up and like I don't have any audio and it's just you guys talking the whole time.
Oh, when people are like, "What's going on? Is this part of it?" I love it. Should I post that? I will.
Or just a
Unfortunately,
completely-
April 1st is a Saturday.
Oh, dang it. Well,
or it's just
Patreon
completely
episode.
silent for 45 minutes.
Yeah, I love it.
Fill in the blanks.
Ash,
Yeah.
can you tell us about
Yeah.
Sir Chris Pratt?
He's not a sir. He's never been knighted. Christopher Michael Pratt. Boring. Was
Generic.
born on June 21st, 1979 in Virginia, Minnesota.
Oh, he wasn't from Lake
Tricky.
Stevens? I don't like
and
it.
raised in Lake Stevens, Washington.
That doesn't mean anything.
To Kathleen Louise, who worked at a supermarket, and Daniel Clifton Pratt, who remodeled houses.
What?
He is
Okay.
of mostly Norwegian descent. He graduated from Lake Stevens High School in 1997 and has two older siblings, Coley and Angie.
I was watching an interview because he's doing all this promotional work for Mario, and they were like, how'd you get started into acting? And apparently he was in Hawaii on vacation, and like he ended up like meeting a casting agent who was there doing something, and she was like, you know, have you ever acted before? And he's like, I don't know, he said something snarky or
Witty.
whatever, and he ended up going and doing the audition, and she was like, you're actually really good. Like we're gonna cast you in this movie, and we're gonna shoot it in LA in a couple months. And he's like, I'm just on vacation, dude. I don't have money to go LA. And she's like, honey, we're flying you out there. And he's like, what? And like, so he like went from these really humble beginnings and then just became an actor because of this freaking casting.
I don't know.
thing.
Are you in humble beginnings if you're vacationing in Hawaii
we
as a child?
we went vacationing in Hawaii. He wasn't a child.
Oh, how old was he?
Dude, this is like before, like pretty much right before he did Parks and Rec, because that's where he got his.
Well, he was born in 79.
No.
Right?
No. Andy's wrong.
What?
On that his first thing was Parks and Rec.
No. That's where he got his like
Notoriety.
notoriety.
Well, I will tell you his first credit was in 2000, so he was 22.
Right. So that was about the same time. But when did he do Parks and Rec then?
Did
A
he
lot
go to Hawaii
later.
at 22?
Oh, he did Parks and Rec when he was in his 30s, didn't he? Sorry.
Yeah, there's a
Just
whole
saying.
other show he was in that we have to talk about.
Listen up, buddy. You know nothing about Chris Pratt.
Okay.
All I'm saying is that listen. People can
Listen, you
still
say
make
you're
it-
from Washington?
Listen, Linda. Listen. It's okay. Some people still didn't make a bunch of money, but still were able to do that one big vacation. So I'm just saying.
That's what we're still talking about?
I'm still talking
The
about Hawaii.
finances of the Pratt
Paid for
family?
Hawaii at 22 years old.
We must know.
Who paid?
Knives out. Let's figure
It
this
wasn't your
out.
supermarket mom.
Supermarket sweet.
I mean, might have been depending on the mom's position at the supermarket. Just
That's
saying.
fair. She could have been the meat tenderizer.
I'm sorry, but if I'm 22 and my mom is paying for my vacation, like,
That happens to all kids now.
God damn.
Never
Those
happened
Gen
to me
Z kids don't move out of the house till they're 28.
because they can't afford it.
I know. Fair.
Dick.
I mean, that's true.
Okay, first credit.
Sorry.
Cowboy Ninja Viking.
Told you.
Flew him out to LA for Cowboy Ninja Viking.
I mean, can you blame them?
They're like, that guy looks like a Cowboy Ninja Viking.
Now I got to watch it because I know
Is he Norwegian?
that's rad. I love
Is
it.
he of mostly Norwegian descent?
Next credit, a short film called Cursed Part 3.
It could have been that one. I never know.
I don't know. He was in an episode of The Huntress.
Ooh.
And then his next movie was called The Extreme Team,
Dude, these are all
which
these.
looks like a snowboarding video.
I was going to say, these sound like B movies or C movies.
They probably
It's a
were.
3.4.
Ouch. Ouch, Chris. A 3.4.
He was in Strangers with Candy.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
with I'm sorry, I'm gonna mess this up and get canceled. Elliot Page, right?
No, no.
Oh,
no.
is that's Candy?
No.
What? I thought it was just called Candy.
Hard Candy.
Oh, Hard Candy.
Strangers with Candy. This was Amy Sedaris. Like
It was a show.
Yeah.
I'm struggling. Who is Amy
Well,
Sedaris?
this was the movie that he was in. I'll
Oh,
show you
okay.
the cover because you'll know exactly what this is.
Okay. Oh God, was that a blockbuster like throw 'em up there Weinstein Company movie?
I don't know.
Okay.
She had like a TV show for a while.
Yeah, I remember
Like-
the show.
Then
So
they
this
must
is
have
a
made
movie based on the TV show?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Got it.
It was just a very like over the top like
I'm behind.
comedy.
Okay.
Next, Path of Destruction.
Ooh, that sounds like a terrible like spin-off.
It looks sci-fi-y.
12.
I was gonna say
2012.
sounds like a Sci-Fi Channel disaster movie.
Yeah.
And then he was in the show Everwood.
That was
Oh.
where
Yeah.
where I first met Chris Pratt. Because he was.
You met Chris Pratt?
I'm
On the
sorry.
set
I
of
just mean
Everwood?
like
Amanda was there waiting for him.
what I should have said was nothing. So my whole family used to watch Everwood. That was
Okay.
it was on the WB.
Can I
It
see
had
the
Treat
cover of
Williams and the girl who plays Agent Carter's niece or whatever.
Yeah, Emily Van Camp. Is that?
Oh, okay. Yes, you're right. She kind of
She
blew
was
up,
in
didn't
it.
she?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. She was in it, and then he was her boyfriend or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right. And then he was in 9 episodes of The OC.
Ooh, the OC.
I watched a lot of OC, but I don't remember him.
How could you forget a face like Chris Pratt?
Back in the day, it was pretty generic. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, his name is Christopher Michael Pratt. He's pretty generic.
Ouch. Sorry, bro.
His next movie is called Walk the Talk.
Oh,
Interesting.
Next, he did a voice in the Batman animated series of some sort.
Amanda would have known that.
It's in
It's
one
a-
episode named Jake. I don't think he was
So he was
special.
like one of the Chicago enforcers.
Well,
then
no.
he's in the wait, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking about what year it was because it wouldn't have been Batman the animated series, so it would have been a later.
2008.
Yeah. What was the name of the show? It was just the Batman. Okay.
Oh, this one looks like goofy animation. Like you wouldn't have watched it.
Okay.
It has a 7.3.
No,
Probably wasn't that
none
bad.
of the DC animated stuff is bad. There maybe okay, give us a couple. There might be one or two, but most of them are pretty good.
I will say,
you-
sorry
Go ahead.
for most of those DC ones, the animation is always great, but some of the stories are just stupid.
That's fair.
Do you want to know what he was in next?
Yes, 'cause
Jurassic
I think,
Park.
I think I know.
Wieners.
Oh,
What?
nope, I was wrong.
I was wrong.
Keenan Thompson.
Oh, that
Do
one.
you remember?
Oh God.
Hold on, I gotta
cannot-
look
Can
this
I
up.
be the first one to say
I remember
I
this on the shelf.
cannot stand Keenan Thompson as a comedian. I do not think he's funny.
I agree.
I don't even get giggles out of it. I got nothing.
I think some of the stuff he does is funny, but he does not get like belly laughs out of me. I just the
No.
stuff he
Plays
does.
the same character in every SNL skit, just with a different wig on.
Oh, I'll give you that.
You're not wrong.
Like didn't he play Alex Trebek or something like that?
I
Or
think
no?
so.
Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Or yeah, I don't remember. He
I
literally
remember.
sings-
I had to look up the movie cover of Wieners.
Yeah,
and-
that was definitely on the Blockbuster
Yeah.
shelf.
I remember the wieners.
Yes.
yeah,
Yes, it
definitely did not watch
absolutely
it.
I remember the wieners.
I feel like it was trying to like grab onto Waiting.
Yeah, that same style of movie.
100%.
back then. Yeah.
Next, he was in Wanted.
Okay,
Oh, that's
That's
where I
the-
remember him.
Yeah.
Yep.
that's the movie I thought you were going to say before Wieners.
I figured that's what you were thinking.
You're like wieners.
Oh,
Gotcha. Got him. Chicago.
So-
You're out. You're out of here.
yeah, he's the guy.
You don't remember that?
no.
What? Ace Ventura when he's like,
Yes.
oh, dude, you've got to see that when nature calls.
Chicago.
Every time you have to say like the name of their like ancestor or whatever it is, you're supposed to like
Shakaka.
bow. And it's Shakaka, right? Or something like that.
Shakaka.
Yeah, Shakaka. And he starts messing with them. Shawshank Redemption. Chicago. And then he goes to bow and he's like, you're out. You're out of here. You're out.
So you had to be there.
Well, Amanda's laughing because she was there.
Okay, Ashley, all I'm going to say is the first one, it's fine. Watch the second one. It's like there's some moments are really uncomfortable.
Oh, yes,
but
that's true.
It is really funny. And so basically, this whole tribe of people calls him Inquetsuorcho, which means white devil.
Let me guess.
And then,
White devil, white devil.
oh, you speak Washutu? Like, it's so funny.
Quick. Oh, throw me a spear.
It's so funny.
So was Chris Pratt in this movie?
No.
No.
It's just all about. Sorry, Amanda and I go on tangents when we like a movie.
So
Sorry,
he was
everybody.
in Wanted, and he gets hit with a keyboard.
Dude, that
And-
scene
It's awesome.
is
Yes.
great And for Chris Pratt to literally be remembered as the guy that gets hit by the keyboard is awesome, dude. And
it doesn't-
also, Wanted is a good movie.
Wanted is very good. I haven't
Yeah.
seen it in a long time, but I need to watch it again. But don't the keys on the keyboard say like "go fuck yourself" or something?
say
when
F
he
you,
gets-
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Yep. And his teeth are like popping out, and because I think it
Yeah.
was 3D, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was really good.
Next, he was in Bride Wars.
I don't know.
Oh, was that
movie.
Anne Hathaway?
It's Anne Hathaway and Kate Hudson.
Okay.
Oh, I
think they were,
do
like-
remember that
They
movie.
were like best friends.
Their
and they
wedding
were both
day was
getting
on the
married
same
Same
day.
day, and
Yep.
they picked the same location,
Yep.
and so like they were just like competing to who could have the best wedding.
Yep, and they kept
I don't remember-
sabotaging the other one's
Yeah.
wedding.
I don't remember him
that.
in it though.
What he was
Yeah, I
one of
don't
the
either.
boyfriend or one of the grooms, I think.
I don't know. Like
I think.
I probably didn't know him well enough at the time that I saw it.
Yeah, fair.
Next, he was in Deep in the Valley.
I
Never
don't
heard
know
of
that
it.
movie.
A lot of scantily clad women on the front.
Oh,
Something to do with porn. I don't know.
something to do with porn.
Then he was in Jennifer's Body.
Was he in it?
He was an officer.
I don't remember him in that one. I just remember who's the bug-eyed girl?
Amanda Seyfried.
Amanda
Seyfried.
Seyfried. Yeah, I just remember like her
Honestly, that movie's freaking good.
It is pretty good. It is pretty good, and it's right after Megan Fox's Transformers stuff.
That's
So
one
she,
that
like-
gets slept on a lot. It's really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think people knew that it was like funny.
Yes,
Like
you're
it was
right.
very
It was
much
not-
marketed as like a horror
movie.
kind of thing.
Yeah, it was not marketed correctly.
Yeah.
Was it? Was she a vampire or was she a zombie? What was she? Or just a demon thing? A
I think
succubus?
technically she was a
Whatever?
succubus.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
But
gotcha.
the guys, I think it was like Adam Brody or like somebody,
Yeah.
they like sacrificed her.
Oh, right. That's right. No, that movie has some great moments in it. It was pretty good, especially for Megan Fox being a shit actress. So
Yeah.
yeah.
She plays like a robot type
Yes.
character very well. Next, he was a voice in the video game for Ben 10.
Oh, that makes sense. That's probably where he got his Lego movie stuff from.
Mayhaps.
Mayhaps.
Then he was in Take Me Home Tonight.
Take me home tonight. I don't wanna.
I don't know what that
I
is.
actually remember this being pretty entertaining.
Can I see the cover? Because I don't remember
Yes,
it.
you will.
Oh, that was a good movie.
Yeah.
I liked that movie. I forget what that actor's name is. The one in the bottom right.
He
had a little
is
resurgence.
Dan Fogler.
Dan Fogler, you remember him? He was in that movie where the
He's
guys
in
take their
Fanboys.
friend. Yeah, I was gonna say the friend dying of cancer to the first Star Wars or the new Star
Yeah.
Wars movie during the 90s.
Yeah.
And then he was in that Pong or
Balls of Fury.
yeah, Balls of Fury. So he had
He's-
like this weird like 15 minutes of fame, but
Well, he's also in the Fantastic Beasts movies.
oh, that's right. Yep.
He's okay.
Yes.
Yeah, he's okay. He's okay.
And this was also had Anna Faris in it,
I loved Anna
Oh,
Faris, but I found her from the Scary
who
movie.
married Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
So
They
that's
were married.
So sad.
perhaps where they met.
So
I don't
sad.
know. Let's start rumors.
We are from the same area.
He was in 2 episodes of Ben 10 show
I wonder why.
as the same character as he was in the video game.
They were like, you were so good in the video.
And then he
game."
was in Moneyball.
Oh. I
Well-
don't remember him in Moneyball because I only remember Jonah Hill.
Yeah, same. And
Oh,
Brad Pitt, of course.
Yeah.
'cause
That
you
Brad
love
Pitt,
him.
Jonah Hill. I never saw that.
Yeah.
Do you say because I love Brad Pitt?
Yes, you do.
I do. You know what? His latest movie, frickin' Train,
Bullet Train.
Bullet Train, is fantastic.
I love his character in that.
It
I only
is-
saw a portion of
Yeah,
it.
you didn't even see all of it.
No.
It is great. It is freaking great.
I want to watch it. I haven't seen it yet.
Amanda, you will absolutely love it. You will.
I
love
think
it.
I will.
It's really good.
I just haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah. Okay, so wait, so he was in Moneyball.
Yeah.
So he must have been. He was not a main character then.
He must not have been. I don't remember him.
Okay. Okay.
Next, he was in a movie called 10 Years. Don't know what it is. His character's name was Coley, which I think is interesting because that was his brother's name.
10 years.
Yeah.
I dude, I can't.
I imagine it's probably like a high school reunion kind of situation.
Okay.
His next movie was What's Your Number
Show me that one.
with Anna Faris. We talked about this on another episode. Who was it? Chris Evans.
The Chris's.
Duh, Chris's.
What's your number? What's that one?
Isn't this the one where she goes back and like dates all of her exes?
Oh, I think it is.
Oh, dude, what year are we at?
2011.
Hold on, I
Okay,
just
so
pulled
this
it
is
up.
still, geez, we're still 10 years out from current.
Yeah, she goes on like goes on
Okay.
like sexual time travel and like goes and like meets all of her exes again.
Okay.
Like
so-
she's unsuccessul at love, so she's like, let me go back and
Yeah.
revisit my exes.
So
and
Chris
see.
Pratt's one of the exes.
I don't know. His name is Disgusting Donald.
All right. I love it. So is he doing, and you'll say this later, but he's doing Parks and Rec during this stuff, right?
Well, because what year is this?
We're in 2011.
And it won't say
Then-
Parks and Rec
then-
until it ends.
Then Parks and Rec is currently happening.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Okay, so he
But-
does some.
No, sorry. So we'll circle back around to Parks and Rec.
Okay.
He does some like Parks and Rec like rando stuff in between.
Okay, gotcha.
So this one, he did 4 episodes of Parks and Rec Road Trip.
Was that like a spin-off thing? Like a mini series?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
It was 5
gotcha.
episodes. So next he was the voice of Obi-Wan Kenobi in the Kinect Star Wars Duel video game.
Oh, weird.
Dude, I forgot that was a game. That's right. Okay. I didn't realize
sure
he
that's
played
one of those-
Obi-Wan.
One of those
Interesting.
things where if you go back and play it, like you'll hear it
Wait,
now.
that's Chris Pratt? Dude, I didn't
Right?
realize he was in animation and video games so early.
Yeah, like voices?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking Chris Pratt.
Right?
This
Fucking-
guy.
Fucking Connect.
See, and it's funny because you sit here and you think like, well, why would you make him Mario? And then he has all this experience doing voice work in
Right.
video games.
Mm-hmm.
Right. His next movie was The 5-Year Engagement.
And who was the
Oh.
other?
Jason Segel
And who's the lady?
I want to say Emily Blunt. Yes, Emily Blunt.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember that being fun enough.
I love Jason Segel, so I'm going to say it was good.
Jason Segel was
regardless.
also another guy that literally had 15 minutes of fame and then
And
bounced
then,
out.
and then he quit.
Yeah.
He's
I
been
get it.
he's been still acting. Like I think he's been regularly acting. He's in an Apple TV show right now.
Oh, is he okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think he did quit for a while. Like after he did a couple movies after How I Met Your Mother, and then he was just like, I'm gonna take some
Well, it's
time.
funny too because the Ted, the other actor who was not really an actor, he also quit after How I Met Your Mother.
Well,
he didn't act before How I Met Your Mother.
Well,
They probably don't have to work again.
that's fair,
very true.
especially if you get royalties from a show like that.
Yep. He was in one episode of College Humor.
Oh, okay, that's not Will Ferrell's, right? That's Funny or Die is
Yeah.
Will Ferrell's
Yeah.
online one.
College Humor is around. It's been around.
Yeah.
And then Zero Dark 30.
Oh,
Didn't this win awards?
yeah. So I don't know if it was Oscar, but I think it did have like either best editing or sound or.
This is
It
the
won
one
an
where
Oscar.
they're like
Sorry, I
Navy
meant Best
SEALs
Picture.
or
Yeah, Zero Dark 30, isn't that the Benghazi thing?
I
Or-
thought it was supposed to be, aren't they? I thought they were looking for Osama bin Laden or something like
Oh,
that.
Yeah,
is it that
Osama,
one? Oh,
yeah.
it's that one. Okay.
Yeah. So it won an Oscar for, let me get back to it 1 second. Best Achievement in Sound Editing.
Yeah, sound.
Oh,
editing.
interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I
I don't
should
think
watch
I've
that
ever
'cause
seen it.
Yeah,
I've
I don't
heard
think
good
I have
things,
either.
and if I'm not mistaken, was it a female director on Zero Dark 30?
Yes.
Yes.
Catherine Bigelow.
Yes, and she got some stardom off of that one, if I'm not mistaken. I think she did some other big stuff after that.
Oh,
But-
she did the Hurt Locker. That's what I know.
Okay,
from.
yeah.
Wait, that was before though, right? Hurt Locker, then Zero Dark 30.
Yeah, I think so.
Hurt Locker is Jeremy Renner, right?
Yes.
Is he in that one? Dude, that one's a suspenseful movie.
Really?
Yes. You don't remember that when he's like diffusing bombs?
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was crazy. Yeah.
It's good.
His next film was Movie 43.
Oh, dude, that's
God,
like an
everybody was
ensemble
in
cast
that.
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't this a bunch of like little stories, like
Yeah.
short?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah. This next movie was Her.
You mean with
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
as ScarJo.
when he falls in love with his AI?
Yes.
Okay.
I never saw it because it looked awful.
It looked slow and the pacing seemed weird. I don't know.
It's rated an 8 on IMDb.
I've heard good things about it, to be honest. And Joaquin Phoenix is a great actor. So,
Yeah.
did you ever see Her, Amanda?
I didn't. I remember
Okay.
I had watched the trailer and then I
Yeah.
tried watching it. Like I turned it
Yeah.
on and I think I got about like 20 minutes into it and I was like, I cannot. Like
yeah, I think I
yeah.
do. I think it was just it was
Joaquin
just
Phoenix's character is very unlikable.
Oh well, and that's the reason why he wasn't with anybody.
What else?
That's why he was alone.
Yeah,
It was directed by Spike Jonze. What else has he done?
lots of stuff. I'm trying to
Like good stuff?
Spike Jonze. I mean, I would say he's a pretty acclaimed director for things. Why do I keep thinking?
Spike Jonze did like Three Kings, Being John Malkovich.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, did you see Being
So
John
a little bit-
Malkovich?
it's a little bit obscure,
It's a
right?
little get quirky.
Yeah.
Maybe quirky's the wrong word, but yes. Yeah.
I don't think I ever saw it, but I remember like the feel of it.
Amanda, can you do a John Malkovich impression?
I went to get the mail and it was empty.
I love it.
I love John Malkovich. He's so weird.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right. His next movie was Delivery Man with Vince Vaughn.
What the hell's that?
I think it's like he's a sperm donor or something.
Oh, that is that one.
And he finds out that he fathered a bunch of children.
Yeah, and he has to like meet the kids for some reason or some loophole where he's responsible for them or something. Interesting.
He has to decide whether or not to come forward when 142 of them file a lawsuit to reveal his identity.
Is Chris Pratt like his friend or something probably in that one?
I think I saw it.
Yeah.
But obviously not memorable enough.
It makes
It also
sense.
had Kobe Smulders in it.
I love her so much. Chris Pratt being the Parks and Rec Andy guy. Andy guy. I feel like he could easily be cast as all these like offshoot buddy,
Oh, absolutely.
co-worker, like, yeah.
Well, because we're getting close to a certain movie coming out where he's about to now become an action star. But I
Yeah.
think at this point, he's still like the pudgy friend.
Right. And I know he wanted to get out of that because he talked about it in an interview where he was like, I don't want to have to be that character forever.
Right.
Because he used to be in shape. He just realized he got more laughs in Parks and Rec
If he's
when
the
he
chubby
when
guy.
he gained some weight.
Right. And
Yeah.
Parks and Recs was going on this whole time.
Right.
Yes.
So it's not like he can drop weight for a role.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah.
imagine that.
Next, he did the Lego movie.
Okay.
So good.
Emmett.
Yeah.
I went into that movie thinking it was going to be like a lame PG kids like doinker.
Doinker.
And like I legit came out of that movie at the end when Will Ferrell's like the bad guy with the glue. And I was like, this was so good. And I think it was the first time I had seen that style of animation, right? Like that Lego.
Oh, absolutely.
Like where the frame rate's a little off and looks like, I don't know, super
Well,
unique. Yeah. Great directing.
I could go on at length about how much I love all of the Lego movies, but
Yeah.
that one seriously, like I figured it would be fun just because like the writers and like even the trailers just looked fun, and
Yeah.
I was just kind of like, well, I'm willing to go see it. Man, that movie is so good. The voice acting is great. It's
Yeah.
got this right amount of like silly, stupid, but also fun, and
yeah.
they paid the correct amount of money and got all these actors that maybe like weren't the best voice actors or like weren't known for voice acting, but like fucking Liam Neeson is like this two-faced cop.
Yeah,
They
that's right.
got all, and then so in the first Lego movie, they go to where like all these like creators are, these like master builders. And not only did they get fucking Morgan Freeman to like basically make fun of himself the whole
Yeah,
time.
right.
They got all these other characters that like it's so like making fun of all these characters, but still making it fun.
I would say the Lego movie in general was very well written.
Yes.
And very well directed for a kids movie, which honestly, I think it is an adult movie disguised as a kids movie because
I think so too.
The jokes that land on that and some of the fun banter back and forth is just, it would go over any child's head.
That's the best writing is when they
Yeah.
can like write it for adults, but it's almost like tongue in cheek where like the kids don't get it.
Yeah. And
But they still love it
is,
because there's Legos bouncing around and everything is awesome.
dude, the everything is awesome thing was like,
It's classic
freaking
now.
genius, man. It's so good. And and after that, and then they were like, and we're making a Lego Batman movie. And I'm like, oh my God. I have to see it. I have to see it because the Lego
Will
movie is so
Arnett's
good.
Batman's voice was great too.
It was so
That's
good. But
hilarious.
I didn't realize it was Chris Pratt though when I first watched it. I didn't realize it was his voice.
Oh,
you
you
know who he
didn't?
was yet.
Yeah. Nope. Because I didn't watch Parks and Rec that much. So you probably knew it like coming out of,
You probably didn't
Well-
watch it, Andy, until Parks and Rec was over.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
No, I loved the Lego movie. And then like when they hit you with the twist at the end that it's like this kid pretending the whole time
Yeah.
and his dad is president business and like all this stuff.
Yeah.
And then you're like, wait, Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
But
What's going on? Yeah.
It works.
It did. It was so good.
Yeah.
No,
It was
that
so
movie's
good.
great.
So Chris Pratt lucked
Banger.
out on that one because he
Yeah.
probably didn't know it was going to be that
Right.
well received.
And
Well-
in the same year, Guardians of the Galaxy came out.
Okay, that's what I was about to say. So
Oh, I didn't realize it was the same year.
Yeah.
It was literally like within a few months, like boom, boom. So he was on this decently popular show, kind of like he wasn't as big of a character, but he was still like the lovable goofball at this point in
Yeah.
Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
And so he was, so he's like medium known, right? So
Yeah.
then he has Lego Movie, which comes out, which like, it's like the number one movie, but like the number one kids movie.
Sure.
And then he's in the new Marvel movie that just comes out.
Right. So it's like that was his year. Like,
Oh.
right? Like, that was a
And-
big one.
And
for
then,
him.
I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy is one of my favorite Marvel movies. It's
Yeah, the first
so
one is really good. Yeah, I agree. It's
and
really good.
he's a great Starlord. He looks incredible.
Mm-hmm.
He lost so much weight. He got so fit for that role.
Yeah, he busted his ass to get in shape for that film.
I mean, that movie is great. I know we
agree.
talked about this movie on our Zoe Saldana episode, which if you haven't listened to that one, definitely go check that one out as well.
That episode with Zoe Saldana is actually really good. Like, there's a lot of films that she's been in that I didn't realize as
Yeah.
well. So,
Well, I think
Chris-
I think she's the only person who is in like the 3 biggest franchises ever.
oh yeah, this is right. We talked about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm impressed because I feel like this is when Chris Pratt's real career starts. Is Guardians of the Galaxy and
Yes.
Lego Movie. Before
Well-
that, it's like he had done some stuff.
This is his career now as a leading man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. What's next there, doppelganger?
Oof.
You
Oh
wanna
boy.
try that again?
That was a doinker.
God.
Trying to make
Stop
that
trying
stick.
to make Doinker happen. It's never going
We're
to
bringing
happen.
it back. It was never here.
So next Parks and Rec ended 2015.
Wow.
Womp womp.
Okay, so let me talk about Parks and Rec for a moment.
Let me talk to you.
Banger. I fucking love Parks and Rec. It's
Doinker.
amazing.
No, I'm just kidding.
I think it's
liked
better
it
than
too.
The Office. I will fight
What?
about it.
No. I mean,
yes.
I think they're on par.
I think they're on par.
But yes, I get you.
I think that show's amazing. Chris Pratt's character Andy Dwyer was only supposed to his character arc was supposed to end with the first season. So
Oh,
him and
interesting.
Anne are
Yeah.
together. Rashida Jones's character, they break up, and his character, that was supposed to be the end of his character arc. But I
Wow.
guess he was so funny, and he was like, I guess, just easy to work with and stuff, that they completely rewrote his whole character to
That's
put him
awesome.
in the show.
I love it.
That's incredible. Yeah.
He has some
who does, after he's done with Rashida Jones, who does he go with? Who does
he ends up marrying April Ludgate's character, or Aubrey Plaza's character, April Ludgate.
Plaza, yeah, that's right.
Blah 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 blah
Blah blah blah.
I loved where they took his character, where they're both just kind of ding dongs,
Yes, I agree.
but he's like the lovable idiot, and they even address his weight loss in the show. There's an episode where Adam Scott's character, Ben Wyatt, is walking with him. And it's the first time you see him. I think it's the season premiere where now he's lost a lot of weight and he's fit. And he was like, "You look great, man. Like, what have you been doing?" He goes, "Oh, I just stopped drinking so much beer." And he goes, "How much?" And then he just goes like, "How much beer were you drinking?" Like, oh my God. But that's all they say about it.
Okay. I mean, it's it's a cool transition because with those stark changes, because I don't know what his biggest was on Parks and Rec, but he definitely he gained some pounds for that role. So
yeah, I would say he easily lost 75 pounds.
Oh, that's so much weight.
Overall.
That
I mean,
really
maybe slowly over the course of a few years, but season 1, I wouldn't say he was heavy.
No. Yeah, but he
looked like someone that broke his leg and was immobile for a while.
Yeah.
Yes.
Honestly, I have to go back and rewatch the whole series because it's incredible, and all the characters are incredible.
Yeah, agreed.
But I will say, if anyone on here hasn't listened to Parks and Rec, I mean, first of all, how could you do that to me? But also, if you've never watched Parks and Rec, watch it, but start with season 2.
What's wrong with season 1? You don't like it?
Okay, it's not bad, but season 1 was trying to be too much like The Office.
I noticed that a lot. Yeah,
they were trying to make Leslie Knope, her character, be the main character with a couple people orbiting around her.
Yeah,
but by season 2, they kind of figure out that she can still be the main character, but while giving everybody else more.
Give them a boost. That makes sense.
So once it becomes almost an ensemble situation, it becomes exponentially funnier.
Yeah. Okay. I will agree with that because you are a Parks and Rec expert.
I fucking love that show so much.
After that, he did Jurassic World.
I didn't realize that was so soon. Right after.
Yeah, the next year.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. For some reason, I thought Jurassic World's only been around 7 years or so. But what year are we on?
2015.
Okay, so
7 years or so.
7 years or so.
That's strange.
Spot on there.
What did you think of this one?
I don't like the Chris Pratt Jurassic Park series.
Yeah, you're not a fan at all.
I'm not a fan.
My issue is Bryce Dallas Howard. I don't like her.
I was going to say, the first, Jurassic World, he's fine, right? But she is literally running through a jungle in high heels, and I can't get past it. I can't handle her. She literally ruined the movie for me. But I'm just I don't care to see more. I thought
it was interesting that he's like a dog whisperer for raptors. It was kind of interesting. I thought the story itself maybe got a little hokey on that aspect of it, but my issue, like I just said, was with Bryce Dallas Howard because I don't dislike her as an actress. I don't like her in this series. So that was hard for me to. But
to be fair, I don't think either of us saw beyond the first movie.
I think, did I try to watch the second one and didn't even get past it or didn't even watch it at all?
I think we bought it. I don't think we've watched it.
Well, Amanda will have to help us when we get to those. So
go on.
Okay, Amanda, you.
Okay, here's what I have to say.
She loves it. She loves it. I can already tell from her face. She loves it.
Wrong. I don't love it. It's a doinker. So I think that his character, while kind of stupid, oh yeah, I am. I'm the Raptor Whisperer. It's kind of okay, whatever. But he's kind of generic Action Jackson, whatever.
Sure.
He, in a way, he's believable that he could work at a dinosaur theme park.
Sure, I can understand that.
100% like the idea because it makes sense of it. This is now a conglomerate theme park where like they're trying to come up with the bigger and better that aspect of it, where now they're trying to like have more things. That's probably exactly what would happen.
Sure.
Bryce Dallas Howard would have died in the first 5 minutes of that movie because she's a helpless woman.
So true.
There is absolutely no way that she would be able to outrun a Tyrannosaurus Rex in high heels. There is absolutely no way that she would have survived 5 minutes in that movie. I do
Agreed.
not like her character. I think it should have been the two boys and Chris Pratt trying to rescue Bryce Dallas Howard.
Oh, because then you would have been back to the original.
Essentially.
Because that's exactly what Grant's doing with the other two kids.
Essentially. And she could be in that like war room with the guy from New Girl and that other weird girl who looks like an iguana. And they could have been trying to like get there the whole time. I think that would have worked better for me. Those movies, that one had a lot of like little like nods back to the original and stuff, which I did enjoy. I didn't absolutely hate it. I did not love it.
I think the problem is that he's coming off Starloard, and that character is so likable. Like, that character
100%.
is just it's a wonderful story, great acting on Chris Pratt's part, and then for him to now be kind of like vanilla, like Steve Irwin,
Generic.
Yeah, it was almost kind of sad because I feel like it wasn't a progression in acting. It was kind of like a placeholder as a character. So I don't know. Dude, when he's riding a motorcycle with raptors, like I was kind of like, okay, this is dude popcorn flick. There's nothing to be redeemed here. So yeah. Sorry.
Then they made the Lego Jurassic World movie. So video game.
Video game. Okay.
So he did the voice there, which
Fair.
is kind of ironic. He's two Lego characters.
I like it.
Lego Dimensions, of course.
You guys loved Lego Dimensions. I don't know what episode we talked about it on, but at one point, Ash and Amanda literally had Lego Dimension nights where you'd go over to her house and they would play all night.
It was fun. We would have it set. We would have like the portal set up in between us because you have to put your guys on it. And we would just like, without even looking, just like grab a guy and like throw him on there.
You guys had a blast with that.
I don't know what this is. Saturday Night Live Cut for Time.
It must be like a
There's
special.
45 episodes of it. He was in one, but he played Jason Statham.
Okay.
So I'm
All
very
right.
curious what this is. I'd love to see Chris Pratt play Jason Statham.
Oh, Cut for Time. So it's just like their cutting room floor stuff.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
what I'm assuming
Okay,
it is.
got it,
Yeah.
Got it.
His next movie was Gem and the Holograms.
Oh, I never saw that one.
Oh, I didn't either. It looked bad.
Well, because the
Yeah.
first Gem, the cartoon series itself was decent. I actually thought that wasn't too bad. And so I didn't know how they were even going to make it into a movie though very well. So
I don't know.
I don't know who he plays.
It got a 4.1, so I can't imagine it's
Yeah. Ugh.
good.
Sorry.
He plays himself, so it must be a
Okay.
cameo.
Interesting.
Oh.
Next movie was The Magnificent Seven.
Oh,
Oh.
that was fine.
The remake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, sorry, not remake. It's basically the Seven Samurai story, but with cowboys. Right?
Yeah. It's like they're essentially mercenaries. They're all brought together to work together. It's okay for a remake, which I'm already kind of meh about. It's not. It's one of the better ones.
I remember not disliking it. Sorry for the double negative. Like I remember not hating it though.
All right. Next one was Passengers with Jennifer Lawrence.
Dude, I thought that was a great movie.
I thought
I
it was
really
good.
did. I think for a guy to wake up freaking 80 years early on a trip to a new world.
Well, in
like,
any movie
yeah.
where there's literally like one or two characters the entire movie,
Yep.
you have to hold it, right?
Well, and it's just
I
a
never
cool
watched
story.
this one.
Oh, so Amanda, basically the premise is that he is cryogenically frozen with like a huge group of people that are going to go populate this new Earth that they're traveling to. And it takes them, I don't remember, 100 years or something like that to get there. But he wakes up early, like 80 years early. And he's like, how do I get back to sleep? Cannot get back to sleep. And he's like, well, I can't do this by myself. And he ends up waking up another passenger. And like that whole story of what they do and what happens is just really cool. So Jennifer Lawrence is in it. And I always forget this guy's name, but he's the he's the bartender.
Michael Sheen.
Michael Sheen. Yeah. So.
Oh, I like him.
Yeah. And the movie itself though was very well done. I enjoyed it.
Is it a thriller or like a drama?
I would say that it is a sci-fi suspense drama with some comedic elements to it. But yeah. But it's not sci-fi in the way you would think. It's not like he's like a lower passenger, and like so he comes out of this cryo chamber, and like he's like, all right, fine, I gotta walk around this place. It's meant to like they're all supposed to wake up like 6 months early so they can like acclimate to knowing each other and how they're supposed to populate this world. So he goes to the cafe and he tries to get a coffee, but since he's like a low tier, like a peasant, like from all the tier, he can only get a black coffee. But knowing that he's stuck there forever, that's all he can ever order is just like gross black coffee over and over again. So it's like, it just has all of these like little nods to what would happen if you got screwed and had to wake up early. But
so it isn't like a suspense of like, why is he awake? What happens now?
Well, it is initially. Yeah.
You don't know that, but I think it's more about what happens when he wakes up the other passenger. Like that's where the real story like begins. So yeah, you should watch it. You should watch it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Next, he was in one episode of Mom with Anna Faris.
I like that
I like
show.
that show. It's an easy one to watch.
I don't like the way the show's filmed, though. It's a weird, like, high definition when it should be, like, taped like Roseanne's quality.
It's a CBS show. So, like, you know how, like, each, like, network has their own style. But it's an easy one to watch. And then he did Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Which is, honestly, it's just, it's like, check the box. Like, we made a second Guardians of the Galaxy movie. There's some fun moments. There's some, like, give me a break moments, but it was not bad.
I think that, actually, Sylvester Stallone's on that, so you have seen it.
There you go.
I think that if that movie had come out, like, in place of the first one, I think it would have been just as popular. But
like if they switched places?
Yeah, but I think that because Guardians of the Galaxy was so good, the bar was really high.
Yeah.
And so for Guardians of the Galaxy 2 to be like kind of the same, if not maybe just the teeniest bit not as good.
Yeah.
Like the fact that it was kind of just like, lateral. I think people thought it was worse because they wanted it to be better than the first one.
Right. They were looking for like that upgrade. But Ego was also arguably I
wanted more. To me, I felt like you spent the money, you got Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
I felt like he was underutilized. So maybe like there was some other story stuff that just wasn't able to work out.
That
but
also
I felt
happened with the first one though, because the villain in that one,
Ronan
is kind of like, dude, you like make him more menacing. And so
And I love Lee Pace, and Lee Pace was Ronan, and his character was just kind of like pfft.
I know.
I think sad. Ego was a little better.
Yeah.
But it was kind of meh. I think that while the soundtrack was very well done for Guardians of the Galaxy 2, I think also the soundtrack that accompanied the first movie was light years better.
Yeah.
So I think that was hard.
Well, we wouldn't have Mantis, right? She was in the second one. Wasn't that when she was introduced? So like that was, we wouldn't have her without it. But I will say, Chris Pratt, Starloard in the first one and the second one, great both times.
Oh, 100%.
Nothing wrong with his acting in that one, Paul. So
no, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
All right, we're not going to go into it, but the next one he did was Avengers: Infinity War.
Let me get started.
Who did he play in that one?
Funny.
Emmett.
And then quickly moving on, he was in Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom.
Okay, Amanda, Ash and I skipped it. Talk to us.
Not great. Let me get to the details. Okay, so this is the one where now the dinosaurs are being removed from the island and now taken to like the United States, basically, because they're being sold on the black market.
Oh, okay.
And the now there's like concern that there's a girl who was a clone, and her kind of story doesn't make a ton of sense, but somehow it has to do with the dinosaurs. I don't really know. It's very confusing. BD Wong.
Messy.
Yes, it's messy, and very forgettable.
Messy,
you could, yes.
I couldn't
If-
not.
Sorry.
You could skip it entirely, and I think you'd be just fine.
Oh, sad. And
Yeah.
dude, so Chris Pratt basically gets a doinker in there, huh?
Big doinker. The only thing is, there are a couple scenes where like there's like some cool dinosaur stuff,
Yeah.
but it's very forgettable.
I mean, it's called Jurassic World. If it doesn't have some cool dinosaur stuff, give me a break. Now, the first one was like this hybrid Indominus Rex, whatever it's called, thing. What's the bad thing in the second one?
I don't remember. It's just more hybrid, stupid shit.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Next movie is the Lego Movie 2, the second part.
I don't remember that one.
I don't either.
Why don't I remember that one, Amanda? What happens in the
It's-
second one?
It's not as good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's not as good.
Is the same girl in it with him, the one that has like the purple stripe in her hair?
Wild style.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm
Okay.
almost positive the cast is exactly the same. There's
Yeah.
some more songs in this one, but the humor is still very funny. Chris Pratt plays two characters. He actually plays like kind of a joke version of Chris Pratt. So
Okay.
and there's like there are a couple self-referential jokes like about Chris Pratt that are pretty funny.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's the stardom at this point. It makes sense.
Well, and I think at this point he has had the most Lego minifigs created of himself
Oh, I see. Okay. Got it.
because he had Lego minifigs created for all the different characters
What's
he's
the
played.
story? But what's the story? Like, for
Okay,
I
so
don't remember
basically,
it for some reason.
The story is first they get picked up or something and they get taken to this like new planet and they think that the leader of the new planet is a bad guy and they're trying to figure out what they want.
Do you remember this? Did we
No.
not see it?
I feel like we had to.
I'd
but-
feel so bad if I haven't seen it, but maybe I need to rewatch. I know I don't own it. I own the
It's-
first one. I don't think I own the second one. So.
I think it's good. I think some of the songs are really catchy and fun.
Okay.
There's some subplot with Batman that's actually really funny.
The kids would watch it with us. So, okay. Cool.
It's good. I think the first one is better, but it is
Yeah.
good.
The first one had like that, you know, when it's like the foot in the door movie
Yeah.
that just kind of like has no expectations and it just like
Fresh.
skyrockets. It's hard to recreate that. It really is. So.
Yeah.
His next movie is The Kid. Looks like a Western. Oh, Billy
I
the
don't-
Kid.
Oh, Billy the Kid.
Oh.
Okay.
It had Ethan Hawke in it?
I like Ethan Hawke. I do like Ethan
Interesting.
Hawke.
I don't know. And then he did Avengers Endgame.
Who's he playing that one?
Peter Quill, Starloard. And then Onward.
Oh.
That's right. I already
he did
forgot.
a voice of Barley Lightfoot in Onward.
He's the brother, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a great movie.
Banger.
I never finished it. We didn't finish it, babe.
No, I finished it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Well, I finished it later with Cam.
Well, we were in the middle
Oh
of
no,
COVID.
I finished it.
Yeah.
So we were in the middle of COVID. We were trying to watch that movie, and our internet was so bad at the house that
Yeah.
it just kept like freezing. And I was like, "Screw this!" So we just stopped it. And I remember never restarting the movie back up. So
You should.
we
Start
own
it
it, right?
over. That one's really good.
Disney Plus, fool.
Oh yeah, it's on Disney Plus. But you're
That
right.
one's good.
You're right. But basically, like they don't remember their dad or they miss their dad, and they only have his legs for half of the or for most of the.
No,
right?
so they're two brothers who lost their dad when the younger brother was a baby, and so they do some magic. Basically, it's all like it's if Dungeons and Dragons was real.
Yeah,
They live in this
right,
universe,
right?
and
Yeah, because
they
I remember the
do-
big bear
with wings and
ram
stuff.
thing. Yeah.
So yeah, basically they do some magic to try and bring the dad back, and it's like it only works halfway.
Yeah, it's just his legs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's right. Okay.
no, that was really, really good. I mean, it makes you cry, but it's really good.
I know. Well, welcome to a Pixar movie. Like they get
Pretty
you.
much, yeah.
But I would watch that one because I remember or finish that one because I remember liking it.
Yeah. His next movie is The Tomorrow War.
Oh, I heard bad things about this. This is a Netflix movie, and people
I was
like
gonna say, I thought
shit
that was
on
an
it.
Amazon one.
Or is it, no, sorry, maybe Amazon.
It is an Amazon.
Amazon,
yeah.
but people shit on this. They were like, "Do not waste your time." Chris Pratt has lost it. Blah blah blah. You got a lot of heat for this one. What's the rating on it?
6.5.
Yeah, I don't. Dude, they were trashing it when it first came out.
Well,
so.
because it wasn't the whole plot of the movie like you got to go into the future to save the past.
I don't know.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Nothing will be as good as tomorrow.
Never dies.
Never tomorrow. No, wait.
The day after tomorrow.
Day after tomorrow. That one.
Yes. Live, die, repeat.
Kill, die, repeat, or live, die, repeat. Kill, die is the same thing.
Then he did Jurassic Park Dominion.
Okay, Amanda.
Jurassic World.
If we
Dominion.
skip 2, we absolutely skip 3. Talk to us.
This
Even
one
worse.
has a 5.6.
Even worse.
Okay, here's the deal. This is the perfect movie to watch on an airplane.
Oh, okay.
Like, not good,
Yeah.
but good enough that you'd kind of like half pay attention to it.
Okay.
And it's like perfectly entertaining because you're stuck there for a few hours and what else are you going to do?
So he must
Might
have
as
signed
well-
a 3 contract deal then, because
Probably.
after the second one, I would have pieced out.
Might as well watch some dinosaurs eat each other.
So what's the story?
Okay, so it's now the future, and dinosaurs have taken over the world
Oh.
because they got brought to the mainland, and now everything's all like bloop. So now there's like guerrilla factions of people trying to like not get eaten by dinosaurs. I don't know.
Okay,
so
got it.
basically, they have to go back to the island, I think, for some reason. And is that what happens?
I don't know.
It's gotta be. Anywho,
I can read a synopsis if you prefer.
Do it.
sure.
4 years after the destruction of Isla Neblar, Biosyn operatives attempt to track down Macy Lockwood while Dr. Ellie Sattler investigates a genetically engineered swarm of giant insects.
That's right. That's right. That's
no,
right.
Insects are in it? That's
right.
It's weird.
Okay, so you have the original trio, Dr.
Yeah.
Grant, Ellie Sattler, and Ian Malcolm. So the OGs,
Yeah.
they're working on something. So there's
Okay.
these like crazy insects, like giant like locust kind of things that are like going in and like clear cutting like people, like crops, towns, everything.
Okay.
And so she's brought in, and then of course for some reason brings in Alan Grant to figure out what's happening.
Okay.
Because she's like a microbiologist or something like that. So they're just
Right.
asking for her help. And to like evaluate some crops or some shit. So then they're investigating that, which somehow bleeds into them like kind of like running parallel to Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard and this little clone girl from the last movie. So
Okay.
they're kind of running parallel to each other. Then they cross over. Now they're all working together
Okay.
to try and essentially like escape all the dinosaurs.
Save the apartment, save the world.
I will say this one, I think that this one's better than the second one. So if you
Yeah.
watch any of them, watch this one because it's really fun to get to see the classics back together again.
I do like that. I do like when they do the nod back from the original ones. So
That's really fun. And they all have enough screen time that you feel like it wasn't just thrown in as like a, hey, look who's here.
yeah, but this
I
doesn't give.
think I kind of felt like, because after the first one I lost interest, and then the second one I'm just like, I don't care, and the third one when I saw like the originals are back, I'm like, they're grasping at straws.
Well, I was wondering if they were trying to get something.
Yeah, so very much it's it's not great. But I would say that one at least is worth watching, to watch all of them fight dinosaurs again. And to just watch like Jeff Goldblum be Jeff Goldblum.
Right.
But so yeah, it's okay, and kind of like where everybody's story kind of ends, and it's okay.
See, the problem though is, I mean, we're talking Chris Pratt in this episode, so like another movie that didn't do anything for him, right? Or his character. Like, I'm assuming.
It still made good money though, so
Well, I mean, it's Jurassic Park's
Yeah.
name on it, so
yeah.
I get it.
Honestly, with such a large cast of slightly decent like parts for the movie,
Yeah.
he really was only one of the parts of this ensemble cast.
Sure,
So it's
that
not
makes-
like
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah.
What else has Chris Pratt done now?
Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
and
that's
honestly,
right.
It's a great little cameo scene, like when Thor's like giving him googly eyes and stuff. But
I tried to watch this movie.
I'm so sorry that you even like tried, because it is the worst Thor movie out of all of them.
It's rough.
I would rewatch Thor: The
again.
Dark World than to have to watch that one.
I will
again.
try again because I definitely fell asleep. But that's how much I did not enjoy it.
It
that
is
I fell
literally
asleep.
like, hey, group of writers, give me every joke that you possibly can. We're just throwing it at the wall. He's just going to be kooky and out there. In fact, we're just going to call it Crank 3 Thor: Love and Thunder. Like just over the top, silly stuff. You can tell the director, Titi Waikiki or whatever his name is, Taika Waikiki.
Taika Waititi.
He did not want to have to direct this one. He was like, I'm doing 3. I'm doing Ragnarok, and then I want to be out. And they were like, no, but you did so well. And he's like, I really don't. And he's just kind of like, fine. You want over the top, goofy, kooky? Here you go. The Jane Foster story is just like, it's sad and whatever, but it's like nothing hit. And Thor, in all 3 movies, the original, he's likable.
Yeah.
He is legitimately like, I like Thor. I want him to win.
That's what bothers me, is like what I really liked about Thor's character is that he was this like macho god man who's just like so powerful, but then he's just so dim-witted.
Yeah.
But
in
you
his,
like
in his own
you
head.
forget
Yeah.
that he's so dumb because he's just this like powerful man of a character.
Yeah.
And then in Love and Thunder, it's just like,
They just
why are you just throwing everything at the wall?
Dude, they just made really, really poor choices with that film. So, and I know this isn't that we will talk about this with Chris Hemsworth when we get to that street cred. Hemsworth when we get to that street cred, but like Chris Pratt's only in that movie for like 2 minutes.
So we
Thank
Honestly,
God. Thank God.
I think that the beginning stuff with Guardians of the Galaxy was the only
Redeeming.
really enjoyable part of that movie.
I agree with you. Yep, absolutely. Once they leave, it gets bad.
Yeah.
It just gets bad. And it makes me sad because I don't want the Marvel films to go that route where they just start to get so kooky and quirky that they're not endearing anymore and you don't care about the characters anymore. So
because I feel like the whole Marvel series, like the writing has always been really good.
for
So
most
for
of
it to
them,
be just like too much, it's like, what are you doing?
yeah, it was not good.
Yeah.
I mean, Chris talked about this, Amanda. The goats are great.
oh,
Like,
yeah.
like there is some funny parts to it, but there's like, it's not
Well,
there's
and
not a lot of redeeming there. So
Thor Ragnarok to Thor Love and Thunder. Thor Ragnarok it had really serious moments, and it was
Yeah.
fairly serious the whole time. It would have like moments of levity.
well, and
where
you got
this
the
one,
Hulk, like World War Hulk nods and
well, and it was more just like dry, and
Yeah.
this one was more of like, okay, we got him. It was like a comedy that tried to throw a couple serious moments in.
well, and it
And-
does. And honestly, I think that oh my God, what's his name?
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale did a great job as the character, but it didn't seem like he served a good place in that.
It
Like,
didn't
I
fit
don't
the
know.
movie. It didn't
Well,
fit.
yeah, and you've got the whole Zeus thing and like, oh God, I don't
Let's
know.
move on. We'll talk about
Yeah,
it like you
sorry,
said. in the
Chris Pratt. We're
Hemsworth.
taking over your street cred by this god awful Love and
Moving
Thunder
on.
movie.
Next, he did a series that was a Prime series. It looks like called The Terminal List.
Nope, I did not see it.
I haven't seen it, but I think he's like people died and he's like investigating it or something.
Former Navy SEAL officer investigates why his entire platoon was ambushed during a high stakes covert mission.
Okay. So
Yeah,
what
I've
is-
heard
so
it's
what is-
I've heard it's pretty okay.
So what is this
right.
NCIS stuff?
Sorta.
Okay.
Sure. Next, he did the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special.
Okay.
Oof.
For what?
Oof.
For
Did
what
you
it's
see it,
worth?
Amanda?
For what
Yes.
it's worth?
You didn't like it?
Okay, I liked parts of it.
Okay.
Okay.
I did not love the whole
I
thing.
will say, it felt like a filler to just like have people get a taste of something while they're waiting for the third one to come out. Because it has been a hot minute since number 2.
I think I would have liked it more if it was just them on Earth experiencing Christmas for the first time.
Yeah, instead of that whole literally the whole Kevin Bacon thing. I don't know if that was necessary.
That was like the whole premise of it was kidnapping Kevin Bacon.
But it got weird, like when it's Drax and Mantis, like the weird banter back and forth and stuff. I thought that like when the guy starts playing guitar and like the song is totally wrong about Christmas, like I remember laughing. I thought that was pretty good.
I liked that song a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was bad. I just kind of was like left wanting.
It's like a 7 out of 10 for me.
Sure.
I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10.
It was fine. I thought it was a fun little funny thing.
Yeah.
And they very much do somewhat stick close to the actual Guardians of the Galaxy story.
Sure.
Because they do take over that skull planet thing.
Yes.
And Mantis and Peter Quill are siblings. Like that is
right.
accurate. But to me, I was like, man, what an awkward place to have this weirdly like touching moment after like we watched this weird Kevin Bacon shit. And
yeah, it does.
Part of me, I think I would have enjoyed it more if it had just been a silly thing about Christmas. Like it didn't have anything to do with anything.
Sure.
It was just a silly Christmas thing.
That's
and
fair.
like watching like when Nebula gave Rocket the Winter Soldier's arm.
Oh, that was funny. That
was hilarious. Like I want to watch a little movie about how she got his arm.
Oh yeah,
like,
that'd be great. That would be great. Even if it was just an animated like one shot or something. So
yeah, because they used to do the little like Agent Coulson, like the clips about what Agent Coulson did in between all the stories.
I like that.
Yeah.
I liked it.
What you got?
Next one, I don't know if you've heard of it, the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Oh, it's a me, Mario. Dude, people gave him so much shit for the voice. And honestly, I have no idea how it'll turn out. I'm just telling you, I listened to an interview recently where Chris Pratt's like, listen, Mario in every single video game has gave you a little hoo-hoo, hey, it's a me. There's no story development for who he actually is as a character. So you can't be upset by a voice where Mario's never really talked before. And Chris Pratt was explaining that in the video games, you play as Mario, but he's essentially an avatar for yourself. There's no development for why this guy's running around the Mushroom Kingdom, how he got there in the first place, other than maybe the cartoon if you watched it when you were a kid, right, with him and Luigi. But
where it was like stereotypical Italian man.
Yeah, right. And so I think he had a really good point that it's like, if you've got to tell a story for the first time, so you're gonna need Mario to talk a little bit. Because if he was just like, how you doing? Like you'd be like, what is happening with this guy? Like you have to have something there. So anyway, that's my take.
I've been pretty outspokenly anti Chris Pratt as Mario, but and I will say that I do absolutely understand all those points that he made. I get it.
Yeah.
I think it's just one of those things where Charles Martinet has been the voice of Mario for so long that like I can't imagine anything else. But you know, I felt the same way about Buzz Lightyear, and I think Chris Evans did a fine job being Buzz Lightyear.
Sure.
You know, like I think that I also, you know, the voice actor for Super Mario, there's a reason that he only has a couple sounds that he makes because it must be hard to talk for a long time with that voice.
I can only imagine
that he probably wasn't even able to do that much dialogue with the voice like that.
Absolutely.
So, you know, putting like a slight New York accent on your voice is probably a little easier to do for a whole movie than Charles Martinet trying to. And could you imagine the script of him doing like the inflection on everything? That would get so annoying.
So crazy. A Toad, where are we going? How are we going to get there?
God, I would not watch that for 90 minutes.
Right?
So
there's no way.
Because everybody, I think a lot of the other people's voices are going to be the character voices like Toad, Peach, Bowser, Donkey Kong. Yeah. So having their voices being a little, because they're not going to talk the whole time.
Sure.
Like the main characters have to have kind of normal voices.
You wouldn't be able to get through a movie. You just can't.
No.
You can't. Not with Mario being so.
I think there would have been scrutiny no matter who did the voice.
100%.
Yeah.
You're probably right. Right.
Yeah, I think it would have been. It wouldn't have mattered. Could have been Morgan Freeman.
I think Chris Pratt. That would be funny. I think Chris Pratt is going to do just fine, and I think when you watch,
it's a me, Mario.
It's a me.
I honestly, I just think that part of me wonders if people are just a little oversaturated with Chris Pratt. So then when that announcement came,
They're
I think
like,
people
"Him
were
again?"
just kind of like, yes.
They're like, it could have been anybody else, but no. Yes, I agree. But I think it's going to be just fine. The movie itself seems to have so many nods to all of these classic nostalgia things we loved as kids and the Smash Brothers and the Mario Karts and whatever. So I'm telling you now, give Chris Pratt a break. He's probably going to do just fine.
I'm a little concerned for the movie, if I'm being honest. I won't talk about this too much longer. I think that I understand why they're going to put so much into it. Because, like, you're going to see a Mario movie, you want to see all the hits, right?
Sure,
like,
sure.
So I get why they're doing Smash Brothers and Mario Kart and this and this and this. But I think that I worry that it's going to be too much. There's too much
possible,
happening.
Like he's just jumping into different worlds every single time.
I think if they're able to
that.
do it, I think if they're able to do it kind of in the same vein as like Wreck-It Ralph, where he needs to go here to get this and then come back. If he needs to go here to get this and then come back.
Sure.
That's
I think it could work.
Yeah.
I think Nintendo has spent way too much money and has worked way too hard to hold back all previous entries of Nintendo films.
Yes.
This one, they were watching very closely to make sure it wasn't a shit show. So I think that it'll be good because if this is successful, now you're going to see Donkey Kong movie, Kirby movie, Zelda movie. Like, seriously.
I have high hopes for this movie due to what it could mean for the future of more Nintendo stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that The Legend of Zelda should be made into a long-form TV show.
I still don't know how you do it. Link doesn't talk. So
I think it'd be interesting if he was silent.
that'd be crazy. Almost like a mute protagonist.
Yeah, and there's
yeah.
just, or even if he was going to be silent, it'd have to be a movie just because I wouldn't watch an entire season.
For a TV show. Yeah,
but like,
that's true.
I mean, if you imagine like a movie where you're watching like cuts of the past and then you'll see where he'll have like a vision and then everybody else talks.
Yeah,
but
you could go that route.
Part of the game is also enjoying the music and the atmosphere and the sound that I think maybe if they did it right, that could be cool.
I agree. That could be cool.
Or they could play it like an old Western where the character only talks when they need to.
That makes sense. I mean, yeah, if he had like short lines of dialogue or something like that. Chris Pratt will probably voice him, so.
Fuck.
Next up is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Which literally comes out, 2 months later or something like that? Like, I think it's like Mario and then is Guardians May, I think.
I don't know.
A month later.
Okay, fair.
I don't know.
You're right.
I don't know the exact dates.
You're right.
I'll be honest.
I mean, I'm excited. Come on.
I mean, I don't know what the story is for 3 though.
I'm intentionally not watching trailers, but I did see the one during the Super Bowl, and I think it has to do with Rocket.
Oh, that's right. They're gonna find out where his origin is and stuff.
But honestly, it's James Gunn's last movie with the MCU. He's going out with a bang.
Well, and all of their contracts are done after this. So like even Dave Bautista was like, dude, I am not doing this anymore. They even put him in like a jacket because he's like, I cannot work out and keep this physique anymore. Just throw me in a jacket. Like, so, Drax he's not as big as he was in the other movies and stuff like that too. Dave Bautista's face is getting more and more round like an old man. Like,
I heard he just hated playing the character.
Well, I mean, it's an interesting character.
Well, he had to have his entire upper body covered.
Yeah. It sounds
covered
to me
in
like
prosthetics
Rebecca
and
Romaine.
painted.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You're right. So at this point, then Chris Pratt is no longer Starloard unless they're going to continue this through the Kang dynasty and all that type of stuff too. So
Well, the Guardians of the Galaxy do play a large role in a lot of this stuff, so I'm kind of curious
yeah,
where
what
this
they'll
goes.
do. Yeah.
Okay, so after that, they're bringing out a Garfield movie.
We just talked about this recently, didn't we? Where we're like, they've never made a decent Garfield anything.
That's fair. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
I'm curious who does.
I assume
Other
he'll be
voices.
Garfield.
Yes, he is.
because that makes sense.
I mean, I hate to say it, but that could work. I could see
Yeah.
that
I
working.
think it could.
I just
honestly.
don't. I think Garfield's too old. I don't think people
I think
care.
so too. I don't think he's relevant enough.
No. Mm-mm.
A couple other things coming out: The Electric State,
Okay.
The Real McCoy, The Black Belt, an untitled The Terminalist prequel,
Okay.
and then Saigon Bodyguards remake.
So no Marvel stuff.
No,
Wow. Interesting. Okay.
so that's it. That's Mr. Pratt in a nutshell.
You know, I would say for being only, is he in his 40s now?
I think so.
79. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So, dude, a pretty good career when he still has probably like 20 years left.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
the
and he's
guy's
married to
playing
a
Mario right
Schwarzenegger,
now.
so they don't need money. So
Oh, is that his new wife now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Catherine Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't need money. Don't need money anymore. Okay, listen, I know this one's gone on for a while. Anybody that's still with us, thank you so much, especially if you love Chris Pratt. But ladies, what are you going to go back and watch of Chris Pratt that you didn't? What's the movie? What's the show?
hold on, there was one I was thinking of.
What is it?
What was it?
Honestly, you said that one on Prime wasn't as bad of ratings. I would probably watch it just to get my own opinion on it. Also, Amanda said the Jurassic Park movies, which I have not seen the other two. I probably will just watch 2 and 3 just to say I've seen them.
Oh, I want to rewatch Wanted.
So worth it. But I mean, that's just, if it's for Chris Pratt, then it's not worth it because it's not about him.
No, I
Yeah.
I haven't seen that movie in 10 years.
It's good. Curvin' Bullets. I thought that was cool.
No, that movie was cool, man. Oh, I remember what I was going to go rewatch. Ace
What?
Ventura 2.
Oh, that's funny.
I don't know, man. There's a couple I haven't seen, but I don't know that there's anything that I'm like, I'm going to go click on it.
I don't
now.
think I'd go back to any of his old stuff.
I think I'm just going to rewatch Parks and Recreation, I'll be honest.
Oh yeah,
it's
just
probably worth it.
rewatch. Go watch the newest Jurassic Park just so you can see some cool dinosaur fights.
All right.
Watch it with me. We'll just watch them.
Maybe.
Remy loves dinosaurs. He'll watch it.
Maybe.
Okay. All
That's
right,
a
cool.
hard maybe.
Well, guys, it's been real awkward. This is Street Cred about Chris Pratt, and this is honestly one of our longest ones because I didn't think that we would talk that long about him. I thought he had a short
You're
career,
the only
but-
one still talking about it.
Okay, fine. We're done. Bye.
Bye bye.